dude, I Stevie. You in the mix with my cousin IGORBEATZ. The basement going scandalous, scandalous.
Yeah, man, it's your boy Mangy, man. And I'm in the mix with DJ IGORBEATZ. What it do?
It's your boy Monet. And you're in the mix with DJ IGORBEATZ. What it do? It's your boy Mo Gun, CEO of Beats Entertainment. And you in the mix with DJ IGORBEATZ. What it do?
Yo, what's up? It's your boy Whiteout, one part of the Bay Boys of Comedy. You in the mix with my little big cousin, DJ IGORBEATZ. What it do?
It's your boy Rascal of Beats Entertainment, and you're in the mix with DJ IGORBEATZ. What it do?
It's your boy Gutter, you know, it's the mob. And you in the mix with IGORBEATZ. What it do?
DJ IGORBEATZ.
What he do? What he do? How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling? Live inside the spaceship with none other than Mr. What he do? What he do? Bay Life Radio. We want to say thank you to the Bay Life Radio staff, By the Pound Rap Media, One World Magazine, Smith Smooth Cuts, Precious Love Catering, Uncle Paul's Barbecue, Lollipop Cannabis Candy, Coast to Coast DJs, the DJ Coalition West Coast Division, and all the wonderful fathers all around the world, huh? Let's go. I'm just wondering. I got a great podcast for y'all today. Before I get into it, you know I gotta pay a couple bills. Shouts out to everybody that sent in their commercial. Much love. We appreciate you. If you need your commercial on Bay Life Radio, hit your boy DJ IGORBEATZ. You already know how to do it. If you don't know how to do it, you need to know how to do it. Huh? Because we doing it over here. Let's go.
Are you ready to honor the legacy of my brother and hip-hop legend Shock G and make a difference in the community? Show your support for the East Oakland Collective, EOC, by purchasing the new Shock G Humpty t-shirt designed by Shamari Smith. It's available at beatsforhope.com. My brother Shock G was a multi-platinum hip-hop pioneer and producer who was deeply committed to helping the community, culture, and music of his time. His vision for helping humanity was honorable and has inspired people to come together and see to those that need important attention and love. By purchasing the new Shock G Humpty t-shirt, you are supporting the EOC, which helps provide essential services in East Oakland. Together, we can make a difference as we honor Shock G's legacy and support our friends at the EOC. Get your Shock G Humpty t-shirt today.
Mary, without Mary, man, let me know.
Well,
The police?
police. That's
Live by the sword, die by the sword, has become a common expression, adapted from Jesus. Words to Peter, the proverb meaning is still basically the same. A person who lives violently will probably at some point be killed. In a violent manner, violence begets violence. Those who practice violence will come to a violent end. I say it again. Those who practice violence will come to a violent end.
What it do? What it do? On Bay Life Radio. I want to say thank you to everybody that's tuned in. If you're not tuned in, if you're over there on the live, come on over here on twitch.tv/Bay Life Radio to get it in. I got a great guest. I got a great couple of guests coming in today. Soon as the limo pull up, we're going to be talking to the Bay Area BMXers. Right. This is for the community. This is for the kids, y'all. This is one of the most favorite things I used to do as a youth. You understand me? We talking to the Bay Area BMXers. We gonna find out how to get involved, y'all. Hey, but I want to show y'all a clip of what I'm talking about. We waiting on the limo, so I got a couple of seconds. Check this out.
Okay, random start. Right, ready, watch the game.
gate is down. The world champion got a pretty good shot right there, but coming into turn number one, got Mrazek right there. Oh, he's got the pinch coming in and out of the corner. The world champion down the backside, Juan Jose Manosca. Bay Area BMXer, doing it for Howard in the gang, coming out of the Tulsa turn. The world champion lighting them up right now, got the 5 bike. Avery Fulton sitting in the 2-slot free agent box rider. On the deuce, coming in now that final turn. The world champion, Manosca with the... Holding on, Manosca.
Hey, and then why he come across with the... You understand me? Ladies and gentlemen, we live on the air with the Bay Area BMXers. What's up, fellas? How y'all doing?
Doing great.
Doing great over here.
Man, that's good. That's good. First, I want to say thanks for coming through, sharing some of your time with Bay Life Radio, and bringing something great. You know, the town needs something like this. I just want to cut right to that before I say it, because that's part of my thank you. I'm glad y'all doing this, and I hope we get 2 tracks in the Bay Area. You feel me? What's up, fellas?
Man, we're glad to have you. We're glad to be here. Thank you for inviting us here. And, man, we just here to bring some of this BMX love to the Bay Area.
For sure, for sure. So before we get into the details, tell us a little bit about the Bay Area BMXers. What is it, and how did you guys get started?
Well, if you really want to know how we got started, we got to go back a lot of years.
Come on,
I say a lot of years. I'm talking about 40 plus years. I mean, we've had BMX in our blood since the day me and Howard met, you know, and we just been kind of, you know, staying in the sport, staying, you know, attached to the bikes, and, you know, now we're at a point where we're older, so we want to give it back to the kids. So for us, everything's about the kids. I mean, it may look a certain way, it may look like we're doing this or whatever, but we're really, our number one focus is to give opportunities to kids that don't have these opportunities. And the reason we can say that is because we were the kids that didn't have opportunity. We didn't have anything, and we were lucky to find BMX. We were lucky to find each other in BMX. So our goal is to be able to let these kids see that there's more to life than just their phone and, you know, social media. Let's get kids back out there riding, get them healthy, get them off the phones, but then also give them opportunities, you know, to see the world. Because, you know, if you see what we're doing, I mean, we're doing something globally, and it's not just, you know, here in the Bay. We started here in the Bay, but we're extending out, and we want the world to kind of see what, you know, the sport can bring. And unfortunately, here in the States, it's big, but it's not as big as it is globally. So we kind of want to bring that and let people see. But in the meantime, you know, we're doing everything we can do for the community. I mean, we want to get into talking about our programs and the things we've done in the past, and also things that we want to do going forward. And again, it all circles around the kids.
Huh. Yeah. So it's bigger overseas than in the States?
Oh yeah. I mean, for everyone that doesn't know, I mean, people get BMX, you know, mixed up with doing wheelies and, you know, tricks and flips and all that. But BMX started in the dirt. Okay, that's what it stands for, bicycle motocross. And unfortunately, here in the States, you know, we have other variations of it. But you go to Europe, you go to South America, I mean, they treat BMX like NASCAR. I mean, it's huge. Wow. And on top of this, for everybody write this down, this is an Olympic sport. Okay?
Yes!
It's in the Olympics. So, you know, the kids that we're training and bringing up, I mean, we have Olympic hopefuls. And think about that. You know, you can ride a bike and then, you know, race for your country or, you know, whatever it is. I mean,
we used to dream of that when we was kids.
And it's here. It's here. And it's here with a vengeance.
Wow.
So what we're trying to do is we're just trying to bridge the gap, you know, between the, you know, the unfortunate that, you know, don't have the money. But we want to get people to understand that, you know, if you're passionate and you work hard, there you go. Your dreams are there. The road is there. You just got to get on it.
Tell me something, because like you said, you know, we rode as a youth. Are there as many kids riding BMX now as it was then?
That's a tricky question, because yes and no. Huh. There's a lot of kids riding, but there's so many, you know, branches of BMX now. And now with the electric bikes coming out and all these things, so it's kind of spreading. So to say, are there more kids on 2 wheels? I would say yes. But
well, I mean, as far as, you know, dirt bikes, in the dirt, dirt ramps, racing.
No, I don't think so. But if you get into, sanctioned racing, yes, because it's growing every year. But it's an industry that's growing internally, and that's kind of why we're here. We wanted to grow exponentially. We wanted to grow outside, and that's what they're doing in Europe and all over, the rest of the world. America, we've kind of, locked it into a sanction. If you're in a sanction, you know what's going on. If you're not, you don't know. So that's what we're trying to do at Bay Area BMXers, is kind of bring some attention to the sport, so that we don't have to answer that question. Like, do you guys just do wheelies? We don't want to answer that question. We want to be able to people see what is really going on, and how wholesome it is, not just for the kids, but it's a family sport. I mean, it's everything. It's health. It's mental. It's everything you could think of. It's self-reliance. It's self-confidence. It's all these things that are compiled into one, and it's not tough to say this. The proof's in the pudding. We're here. You know what I mean? We started doing this, and BMX saved us. We could talk about our stories growing up here in East Oakland and North Oakland back in the '80s, and trust me, the odds were against us to be sitting here right now, and we are here because of the bike. Period. And anyone that knows us, they know. If it wasn't for the bike, we probably wouldn't be sitting here.
Right. Yeah. So do you guys set it up where the kids they learn how to fix? Tell me how that goes. Do the kids get to fix on their own bikes and build their own bikes?
So when we are doing events here in the Bay Area, we do like workshops. We'll bring out bikes and stuff and break them down, set kids into groups, so that way they can learn to work together, and we'll break the bike down, and we'll give the kids a time limit to put the bikes together. So now they having it's like a game, but it's something fun and teaches them how to put everything together
and work with tools.
Work with tools.
That's something kids need to know.
Yeah,
a lot of kids don't know what tools are.
And like what I've noticed over the years, man, when we come to the schools, a lot of kids don't know how to ride a bike. And it's not the kids' fault, and it's sometimes not the parents' fault, because sometimes, I talk to the kids and they just said that their parents just don't have it to buy them. So, we'll bring bikes out and we'll teach kids how to ride a bike, and kids we don't learn to ride. Now they going home, man, they ready to tap on mom and dad's shoulder. Hey, I don't learn to ride a bike now. Can I get one?
You know what's a trip why I asked that question about the amount of kids is because I kind of had to force my son, like when he was 9 or 10, to ride a bike, to come outside and come ride a bike. Let me show you what I could do on a bike. Come ride with me. And because he was stuck on the video games, man. He was inside. He didn't.
Technology, man.
Yeah, so he wasn't really interested in, the actual hands-on bike that much. I had to kind of like make him.
Okay.
So, I'm just wondering about that with the kids
question
now.
for you. So when you did make him, did he enjoy it?
Oh, yeah, we had a ball.
There you go. So that's what we do. It's like we get you out there. I can't tell you how many times we'll put a clinic together and we'll have new kids that, we'll have a group of maybe 20 kids. And this is kind of my thing, and Howard can attest to this, is I find the one kid that is the oddball. I find the one that's shy. I find the one that, is not fitting in, doesn't know what he's doing, and I attack him. I mean, I'm on him all day because I want him to have some confidence. I want him to see that this is fun, and it literally becomes a task for me. And I'm doing pretty good. I've gotten a lot of these kids to do things that they didn't think they could do. I got these kids to, their parents. I've had parents come to me and say, "Oh my God, how did you get him to do that? How did you, how did you God? I've never seen him so happy." So that's the payment for us. You know what I mean? A payment for us is when parents come and thank us, helping them parent. But also it helps us because we know we're doing something right if we can have these parents come and thank us, and then you can see the smile on these kids' faces. And I'll be honest with you, the kids, sometimes they'll just come and hug you, man, and it's a different payment. You know what I mean? It's a different payment.
I could believe that because I'm sitting here even thinking, and I'm watching, them ride. Yeah. When I was little, a dirt bike was expensive, man. Yeah. If you had a nice dirt bike,
you talking about Hank and Frank? You talking about Hank and Frank? Look,
if you had it, your parents spent a pretty penny on your bike.
Back in the day, in the 80s, man, growing up, I had a paper route, so that's how I got my bike, my first BMX bike. My dad told me if I wanted to race, I had to work for it and everything. So there was a bike at Hank and Frank, man. It was like $399. You know, that $399 bike right now is worth probably $3,000,
Right.
$3,000 or $4,000 now. But you know, it got me after school, man. I was loading them bikes on my back with my bike, and I'm throwing papers, you know, because that's what we want to do. You don't see that no more, man. You know, that went out the door, you know, and it's like
that go back to the young hustle.
it goes back to the young hustle. Whether it was cutting grass,
right,
or throwing newspapers, you know what I'm saying? So.
Speaking of hustle, the newspaper thing was a hustle. The Tribune did us all because I had a paper route. And trust me, man, that was my first time that I really seen how the system works. You know, the paper route was tough. I did the same thing.
Yeah, I had a paper route too. And you know, that's the cold part about it, because wanting to get a dirt bike was my motivation to get a paper route. But when I got the paper route, Mom started showing me how you can't just make money and pay for what you want to pay for. You got to help with the bills, so you got to put a piece to this, and you got to save. You just can't get the bike that fast.
Right.
You know what I mean? So yeah, man, that's dope. I got my, you know, and I was wondering also about, you know, as far as the kids getting bikes, because as a youth, I had to scavenger parts and learn how to put the bike together too before I even was able to buy a bike.
We all did that, but right
You know?
now it's easier now. I think it's a lot easier now to obtain things than it was, you know, back, you know, when we were young. When we were young, you know, everything was high. I don't care what it was. It was
Right.
too much. Nah, you can't get that.
Right.
You know what I mean? But now, I mean, there's entry level bikes you can purchase. There's definitely a way. You spend a lot more money on video games and other things. You could definitely get a entry level bike to start, and then you work your way up. And that's kind of what our whole premise is like we want kids to come in like just completely green, and it's up to us to walk them through.
Right.
And get up to us to walk them through, and then if they make it to elite status and elite level, then they'll be, you know, on our team, and then that's when they get to travel and go across the world and see, you know. But they got to be dedicated. They got to be serious.
Right. Yeah. Now, how far have you taken the BMX team?
Man, we've been all over. I mean, you know, some of the countries I can name is like Azerbaijan.
Other side of the world.
Yeah, New Zealand, Holland a couple times, Canada. Shoot.
And everything, just,
you know,
the
next
domestic,
next year we'll be going to Denmark in July for the world. So, you know, BMX, man, like I said, you jump on, man. You're surprised how far it can take you.
That's what's up. Fellas, we're going to take a break and get a commercial in, and we're going to come back. When we come back, we're going to talk about some more, how can we get the kids involved more into the BMX?
Gotcha.
For sure. Live on Bay Life Radio, this is what we do.
Bay Life!
Bay Area BMXers in the building. We'll be right back.
Can I be honest? I'm really not impressed with the right or the left. Call me independent, a remnant, a dying breed, a real one who realizes that real is rare. And rarely do I ever go there, but now wrong is now right. And right is somehow offensive to those who have wronged us. But if I can be honest, I'm really not impressed with your trinkets. See, this skin I live in is pricey, yet a privilege. And I am not for sale, nor do I plan on selling out. Because honestly, I would rather have peace than popularity, rather have property than a Jesus peace. And peace is so underrated, like good fathers and single mothers, conscious rap and loyalty. And I would rather have your loyalty than have your last name, rather have your last name than hold you down and wait. And if I could be honest, tulips are better than roses. Have you seen them? How they lean on one another like what's understood don't need to be explained. Imagine if we did the same thing. Honestly, we are more than what meets the eye, and we can't afford to have a war within when there's a war outside. If I could be honest, the sooner that we are honest with ourselves, the sooner that we will rise. If I could be honest, the sooner that we are honest with ourselves, the sooner that we will rise.
what's up, everybody? This is Howard Cato with Bay Area BMXers. Man, we had a great 2019. The team went great. My riders showed up all year long. The parents showed up, helped me with the support and everything. I had a lot of support backing from my sponsors. It went great. Went into the ending of the year sitting second place. You know, we went down there, had a great outcome down there, finished up second in the nation. We won the big race overall, but we just didn't have enough points. But overall, we had a great time. Bay Area BMXers really did a great job. As far as coming in for 2020, have a lot of things being changed for next year. New sponsors, new riders. It's going to be great. You know, I'm excited to get into it. Get ready for our first race in Vegas and be able to meet some of the newer riders there that's going to show up.
Now that was just a clip of 2019. And I wanted to show that clip just because I wanted to show the size of your team. And is that how many people y'all take across the world?
Yes, man. You know, that's how we do it. I mean, you know, it's a team, man. So it's a team effort. But you know, like one thing it is, man, is we always broadcast, dude. This isn't cheap, and it's definitely not easy.
Well, you
know,
won now. You know why I'm saying damn, cause that's a lot of money, man.
It is, man. You know, we reach out. We do a lot. Like I said, we do functions. We do events. Try to raise money. You know, we. Ask for sponsorship, ask for donations.
We also
website.
Do summer camps. We do clinics. We do all kind of stuff to generate money. Like you said, we have sponsors and we have donors that help out, but everything else comes out of our pockets. So you know how hard it is to travel right now just with one person. Think about bringing people internationally, from overseas. Bring them here to the
20
States.
people easy.
You bring them to the States, and then you gotta house them. You have to feed them. We have to travel. We have to have entry fees. We have to have everything. It just don't stop. But the end result is that we're doing something for the kids. You know what I mean? So it all washes out. It's tough, but if we're able to do it, we get it done. And our payment, like I said, is seeing the kids excel. And the brand and everything we're doing, the program is going to excel as well if the kids are excelling. So that's where we put our focus at.
That's what's up. Now, how would it if a young brother or sister wanted to? Cause you raise boys and girls.
Yes.
Come on, man. Our girls are amazing.
Wow.
I mean, we got girls that an average boy wouldn't want to be nowhere near on the track. These girls, or even fast boys, are getting it by these girls. These girls are amazing, and we got a big handful of them.
That's what's up.
And just to let people know, I mean, we start like on our team right now, on our factory race team, we have our youngest rider is 6 years old. He just turned 7, maybe. Yeah, so 6, and then we work our way up. And once we get to adult age, around 21 or so, we just let the rider decide how they want to take their career, and then we focus on who's up next. So it's something that we've been doing very strategically for a lot of years, and that's the beauty of BMX. Everyone races their age, and everyone races in a class of their skill. So it's not like you're throwing a kid into the pit, with people that they can't compete with. So it's a process, and the kids that buy in, man, they enjoy it, they have fun. I mean, it's a great sport. People just aren't aware of it.
Right. Now, how do the kids get involved? They just they catch one of your clinics or?
So we got 2 tracks here locally that people probably don't even know about. Like
what?
Like in Richmond, we have Dirt World Bike Park, and that's open to the public. It's under construction right now. We actually got a work party this weekend, so if people want to come out and help, afterwards we're gonna be able to ride their bikes and everything. But we're finishing up that project out there. I got together with the Richmond council down there, and they asked me to come aboard to be a member to help, work with some things. So we've been working that. And then we have Santa Clara Pal BMX, which it's a practice facility where people come out and they practice Tuesdays and Fridays from 6 to 8 p.m. Sundays 2:30 to 4:30 p.m. I mean, there's been a lot of kids that have come out there and became BMX racers. And you know, one thing about this sport is once they get out here and they really want to do it, then I introduce the parents to the USABMX.com where they can go on there and look for tracks in the area here where they can start really racing and stuff. And you know, if it's something that they want to take seriously, you know. But I think a lot of the kids here, they just don't know about it. So you know, that's me and Bill's job to push that and let people know, hey, man, it's available for you. You know, anybody can do it.
And with social media and the way we post and the marketing we do, it's very simple. All you got to do is just dive in. You dive in, you'll see. All you got to do is tap in. You can DM, you can text, you can comment. Whatever you want to do, we'll reach out to you and let you know. The track in Santa Clara is probably your best bet because this is an official BMX track. I mean, it's asphalt turns, it's got jumps, it's got a starting gate. I mean, it's a fully functional track. It used to be a heavily sanctioned track. And when I say sanctions, that's what he was speaking of when he said USA BMX. That's the sanction. That would be like the NBA. You know what I mean? That's what USA BMX is. So you get into that, and once you become a member of that, then you can race at all the tracks all across the country. And if you get good enough, you can race what's called the national circuit. And that's what our team does. We race the national circuit. So we actually hit the races all throughout the country. So we've probably hit almost every state in America at a BMX race throughout over the years. So that adds back to the travel that you're speaking of.
Right.
Yes, and we do a lot here domestically.
I'm surprised at the fact that it's such a secret. Y'all everywhere.
Well, here's what Howard and I are trying to do, and we've been working on this for a lot of years. We've been trying to condense this sport into something that the public can understand. Because right now, if you get 30 seconds of someone's time, you did good. Okay, so we have to find a way to convey all the things we're doing into 30 seconds or into maybe a minute so that people, you know, attention spans will stick and then they can see these things. So we're working on that now. We have a new website that's coming up that's in construction right now, which is babsbmx.com. And that's actually our brand. So I don't know if you guys can see our shirts, but BABS is basically an acronym for Bay Area BMXers. When we first started, we were Bay Area BMXers and we represented the Bay. We still do, but now we're selling products. So when you sell products, you don't want to kind of lock yourself into one region. So that's why we put into an acronym. So if people always look, what does BAB stand for? It's basically Bay Area BMXers. So now we have it globally. We have people all over Europe. We got people South America, all over that are riding our bikes. You know, so that's what this all means.
Now you said riding your bikes. Y'all making your own bike?
Yes.
Yeah, there's one of them right here.
We have one right next to Howard. We actually.
You made that bike?
Yes. We designed it. We did the geometry. We've done the graphics, the colors,
That's what's up.
Everything. So this right here, for people that don't know, when you were a little kid and you rode your Mongoose, you rode your Redline, your GT, well, guess what? We made ours. We got our own bike. We got our Redline.
So that's not a Redline frame or a Mongoose frame.
That's ours. That's our frame.
That's a Babs frame.
That's a Babs frame. And actually this is version.
That's what's up.
This version too. We did our first ones in 2001, and we did great. And this is our version 2 redesign. We redesigned our logos. We redesigned our uniforms, our team, everything. If people want to get a quick glance of kind of what the new Babs looks like, they can go to babsbmx.com. It shows our website. It's still under construction. It should be up in the next week or so to be able to purchase the frames. And you'll be able to see all the stuff that we do because we're going to have content on there as well.
That's what's up. Salute, fellas. That's a whole nother level. I know how to build them from the ground up, but you made the frame.
And that's the focal piece in BMX. That's the other thing people have to understand. If you're a real BMX racer, you're not really buying a bike complete. You're going to buy your frame, then you're going to buy your cranks and your wheels, and you're going to match it up to your colors. So that's kind of how it goes. that's why we didn't start off with a complete. We will do a complete, an entry-level complete soon, and that'll be, for young kids that want to come in. And then we're also going to do a lifestyle bike, which is, equivalent to the Rippers. And we're going to do something nice for the Bay Area. And we're going to get something out there that cats can, jump on the wheelies. And if anything, they'll bring attention not only to Babs BMX, but it'll bring attention to the sport. Because there's a lot of people that are doing these wheelies and riding these bikes that actually would be pretty good if they went and got on the dirt. You know what I mean?
Right. That's a
You
whole
know,
other skill set, racing, man.
You know, it's one thing about it, man. Like, we do intersessions up at the juvenile hall up at 150. If we bring the bikes was up there. We bring the bikes in up there, and the kids ride, ride the bikes and stuff, man. One thing about it, I recognize, I have an eye for talent, and I always tell certain kids, man, like, man, you should be out there on the track. You should be out there riding, Let's connect. When you get out, let's connect. You know what I'm saying? Just reach out to us, man. And, we got tracks here. We got Richmond, we got Santa Clara, we have it, And if you're really serious about getting into it, we'll make arrangements to get you out there,
And I think Howard's being a little modest when he just said that we do things up at Juvenile Hall. That's a big thing, and it's a big thing.
Yes.
It's a big thing for us. And,
that's dope. They let y'all come up there with the bikes and let the kids ride.
We purchase bikes. They're there. We've got obstacles. We got little ramps. We got things. We have a little program. We also do the workshops there where they have to have tools and they have to be counted, and we sit down and work on the bikes, and we actually give these kids an opportunity to get out, get out on the blacktop. They get to go ride. But the one thing that I think is very important that people don't understand is that same juvenile hall, Howard and I both were in there. When we were kids. So for us to come back and talk to these kids and let them know that, hey, we are that glimmer of hope. You see what I'm saying? Because it took us 40 years to get here, but we're here and we got our own bikes. You know what I'm saying?
And they didn't have that when y'all was there.
That. Exactly.
So y'all added value.
So exactly. So we're able to go up there and at least give these kids hope, because those kids in there, man, like they just don't have an outlook. And we can honestly and factual let them know that, like, BMX saved us. That's why we go back up there. So it's not a small thing. It's a huge thing. It's a huge thing that we're doing up there, and we want to continue to do it. And we've been told by, some of the parents and staff that, our program is one of the best programs that they've had up there, because they do have other, intercession programs with, people that do podcasts or studio for music and hair and nails and things like that. So there's more than just us up there. But when we come up there, they really look forward to what we're doing.
That's dope. Yeah. That's dope. I would. Because I wish it was something like that when I was little, man. We
all do.
It tough, And that's what it is, though. Tough times make great ideas, and y'all came with it. Salute.
Yeah, and that's just part of the things we do for the community. I mean, we try to, just occasionally we'll just sit down one day and Howard's like, hey, let's go get a bunch of pizzas or get some jackets or some backpacks, and we'll go feed the homeless. We'll bring the van out. We'll bring some riders out, and we'll set up and we'll just look out. You know what I mean? We'll go to some, bad areas, some areas where we grew up, and we'll go and give back, man. It's not like, and we're not looking for clout. We're just trying to do something, at least try to give hope or, some type of change. You know what I mean? Because the town needed bad now.
And the fact that BMX has grown to a worldwide sport gives youth another outlet besides rapping and basketball and football. You know what I mean?
It's incredible you say that, because our riders from overseas, they're very, very hungry and tenacious and very, very dedicated to BMX, because they understand at a young age that this could be the ticket. This could be the ticket to get over here. I mean, the Wheaties box is waiting. You know what I mean? With the Olympics and everything, So some of them get it, and I will admit, the riders from overseas have a little bit more, dedication into preparation, training, and just business mentality when it comes to BMX. They have a good time, but they're serious about what they do, and we want to get the kids around here to see that. And then I want our American kids to have that same tenacity and get out there and, have fun and at the same time achieve things that can further their life with.
For sure. Now, fellas, I got this clip over here. I want to show the people this clip. This is a clip of the beginning of Flood the Streets. After this clip, I just want y'all to tell them a little bit about Flood the Streets. We'll be right back. Check this out, y'all. Bay Life Radio.
Flood the streets with bikes. On our way to go see the kids, man. Flood the streets with bikes. It's going down today. First event for them. Hey, I told you I was going to make it happen. Thanks to everyone that supported, helped get bikes for me for the kids. Now, it's going to go down. So who all is ready to ride today? Next.
First time? No, not my first time, the second time.
My name is Miss Martin, and I'm a teacher here at Brookfield Elementary School. The kids were very excited today. When I told them on Tuesday that they were coming, you should have heard the classroom. It erupted in applause and cheers and laughter.
What's the best part about it?
When you can use bikes and we get to jump over a ramp.
Man, it went great, man. These kids out here, man. I've seen some talent out here. It was a success, man, and I'll be here again. And I'm looking for more kids to work with as well. So, man, this is my passion to keep it going, man. I want to thank everyone for coming, helping me today with my program, all my teammates, my friends that supported me, and for all you guys that helped get these bikes together for me. And please keep pushing. Thank you.
Man, that's dope. That's dope right there. I was saying off the air, that should be a new PE class, man. For sure. Fellas, once again, tell them a little bit about the Flood the Streets. And are y'all doing that again, or you do it often?
Flood the Streets is 24/7.
Okay.
We started Flood the Streets with bikes back in 2018. I wanted to do a thing where it was just like, I wanted to reach out and give bikes. Over the years, man, I think we've given over 260, 70 some bikes over the year. We do a lot. I used to do a lot for Christmas.
We've given them away.
Right.
And it was one of those things where I just wanted to come to school. Like I told you, when you go to these schools, man, some of these kids don't have bikes. The parents can't have them. So I did a GoFundMe, and they reached out to me and started helping me getting bikes and stuff. And man, from there on, it was on, and it still goes on to this day. It's just been hard, like to get bikes and stuff. But when we get bikes in, man, we definitely get them out there to kids that need them.
And that's another thing too. During our clinics and our summer camps and stuff, we always offer bikes. So if someone's there, thinking, I want to do that, but I can't afford a bike, we'll get you going. And then we'll also steer you in the right direction so that, you can invest in yourself, or your parents can invest in you and get you into a new bike. But we have bikes. We're not going to, if we get a kid, we're not worrying about a bike. We're worried about getting the kid. Give us the kid, we'll get you a bike. You know what I mean? And we take care of that because we want to make sure we get you out there having fun. And when we see you having fun, then we see you're serious, then we'll push you to the next level to get you into a bike that's appropriate for you. Yep.
That's what's up. Mm-hmm. That's what's up. Fellas, once again, how can they get a hold to you?
They can get in contact through BayAreaBMXers.org, or they can reach out at BayAreaBMXers@yahoo.com.
And that's BMXers, BMXERS.
Yes. .org and at yahoo.com as well.
And soon they'll be able to go on to Babs BMX as well, because we're gonna have a forum on there where people can, message and ask questions and stuff. That'll be another avenue for people to reach us. And also the socials. You can do all the socials as well, Howard.
Yes, we're on Instagram, same as Bay Area BMXers. 510 Bay Area BMXers still. And then Facebook, Howard Cato, is on there. We do have Bay Area BMXers Facebook as well, but
there's plenty of ways to
get in contact with us.
Actually, you could just go outside and yell, "Do you know Bill and Howard?" Someone's gonna run up.
Right.
Someone's gonna run up and say, "I'll get it to him."
Yeah, I know those guys.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Fellas, I want to say thank you for coming through. Anybody out there y'all want to give shots out to before my auntie come in here with the broom?
Give a shout out to our sponsors, man. Eternal Water, Box, Fly,
AAA
Fire Protection.
Yep.
I hope you guys are watching Vance.
Just all of our riders.
All of our riders,
and
man.
supporters,
families,
just everyone
that supports and everything. Even the Bay Area love out here, man, as well. The people, because like I said, a lot of this stuff comes from the Bay Area of our history, man, where people keep us pushing out here and stuff, And without the Bay Area, man, I don't think we would be moving that much. It gives me something to wake up to in the morning.
Right. And we also want to give thanks to DJ IGORBEATZ.
What it do? Much love, man. Hey, you sparked a fire, and
I can't get off this message without thanking God for waking me up and being able to do all this stuff.
Yes. Much love to the Most High. Fellas, I work with a lot of youth in the music field a lot, and I'm always trying to give them a piece of good advice. Not a whole sermon, but just a piece of sharp advice while I'm DJing with them, doing music with them. If you had a chance right now, if you was working with some youth right now, what one piece of advice would you give them?
I'll go first. I'll let you go. I would probably say get out your comfort zone, okay? Because once you get out, and I got this from someone else. Once you get out, you realize that you wasn't that comfortable. Expand your horizons. I mean, look at the world. It's big. I mean, I love the town. I'm from the town, but the world is bigger. Go look at it. Go see it. Go touch it. And then when you get right, then you come back and take care of your people. Get yourself strong so that you can come back and make a difference. You can't make a difference if you just staying right here. You got to go out and see what the world's about. So that's what we do. We give these kids the opportunity to see the world so they can have bigger and better dreams. And it's the same thing that we've done. So, yeah, I would say just get out your comfort zone, give it a chance, and give it time. That's the other thing, too. Time is what people are messing up. Everybody wants something so quick that you're missing it. You know what I'm saying? Give it time, man. It takes a while for the cake to bake in the oven. Let it sit in there. Don't take it out early. Let it happen. You know what I mean? And it'll come to you. So that's my advice: is just to get out your comfort zone and go experience something.
That's what's up.
One thing I always tell the kids, man, is that sometimes you get a second chance, right, in life, and you got to take advantage of it. And like speaking to these kids out here sometimes, man, and like Bill said, a lot of them want it today. They don't want, they don't know it's a process to it, man. There's a process to building what you want to be, in life as well. We've all had our moments, our bad moments growing up and everything, but you don't look at your past, you look at where you at today. We've all had a bad past, and I just think that these kids, they need mentors, man.
Yes.
And they're out here. And the thing is, one thing we didn't have growing up, we didn't have mentors growing up, man. If I would have had a mentor to tell me to stay in the BMX, I probably wouldn't have been shot. Probably wouldn't have been paralyzed, and everything, and laying on the bed wondering if I was going to walk again, you know, because it just wasn't there. We seen something different, man, growing up, you know, and we wanted that. We wanted a piece of it, but it was just that piece that we wanted. It came with a high prize, man, that a lot of people didn't make it, you know. Some people went to jail, some people died, you know, and some people like myself and Bill, you know, we survived it, and we're here to tell a story. So when I come in and talk to a kid, you know,
listen,
I just want them to be able to understand it's okay to mess up, but the thing is, how do you fix it down the line there? But you have to be able to listen to someone before you can be able to fix your problem, man.
Right.
Real talk.
Wise words. So, thank you, fellas. I want to appreciate y'all for coming through and giving those great words and opening up the door for a great opportunity that I personally think is amazing. You know what I mean? I wish I would have had an opportunity like this. You know, thank the Most High. I got into music because that's what saved me. But BMX, that was my first love. And I think a lot of kids, you know, getting into it, they do need to get outside and see the world. And because that's what bikes did for us. We traveled. We started getting across town. And before you knew it, you know how to navigate the whole city on a bike.
Exactly right.
You know? So, yeah. So, before my AT come in here, I want to say thank you to the Bay Life radio staff for always getting me on the air and having such great guests as yourself. Shouts out to y'all.
Thank you. Thank you.
And I want to say shouts out to all the kids. If y'all running the Bill and Howard out there in the streets, get a bike. Get with them. You feel me? Hey, you know what? I want to tell y'all before I go, too. You know, one day, those plastic ramps you got, one time I got in trouble because I used my father's car ramps to do the same thing. That's genius. I just had to tell y'all that. Much love. We about to get out of here, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. Much love to the Bay Area BMXers. Hey, I got one more clip before we go, though. Y'all check out this clip right here.
2 new programs are helping to get Bay Area kids off the sidewalks and onto a course that challenges their physical and mental skills, and the lessons are really fast-paced, too. ABC 7 sports director Larry Beal has more.
Roll down, get your feet level.
The dust was flying and spirits were soaring on a newly built bike track in Richmond. And for some kids riding today, just being on a BMX bike is a unique experience.
I came today, I didn't know how to ride a bike. I asked for training wheels, and I tried it, and then I learned how to ride a bike.
The bikes and the coaching were supplied by a group called Flood the Streets with Bikes. Founder Howard Cato was once paralyzed in a shooting incident and fueled his rehabilitation with the goal of returning to BMX bike racing.
They helped me get back into it. So I think, for me, it's pretty much helping give back to my community for the good things that it's done to me. I can help the next kid do that.
Cato's program is geared to city kids around the Bay Area who may not own or ever have ridden a bike. And today they were taking advantage of an opportunity in Richmond where the city recently carved out a BMX bike course trying to help lure kids away from the streets.
Instead of getting some professionals to come in and tell us what to do, these parks are designed by the community. And they have the stuff the community wants in them.
The course is called Dirt World. It's being paid for through a combination of city funds and donations. Both Dirt World and Flood the Streets with Bikes have partnered with GoFundMe to raise money for these programs. And each are hoping to use the sport to level the challenges that underprivileged kids might face in life by giving them a chance to harness some ups and downs on the race course.
Thank you, fellas. Again, I appreciate you one more time for coming through. And we got to do this again, man.
Yes, sir. No doubt. Just hit us up. We always around.
It's all good. BayAreaBMXers.org. Y'all get with them. Make sure y'all show them some love. Shouts out to all the kids. We out of here, y'all. Peace out.
Welcome to your life.
down, beat